Alright, what's up everybody? It's Matt10. Welcome to the first episode of my manager mode. That's right, I'm not doing career mode, this is a manager mode. The reason I'm doing manager mode is because, well, there's always a chance I could get sacked, and I don't want to say I'm using one specific team and then, get sacked and having to go to another and having to change everything. So, I'm using Aston Villa. And then I'm going to go through the squad. I'm going to go through the calendar, check some emails, and then we're going to get started right into the first match of the season against Stoke City. So we've got the half link. We're going to do 10 minutes. We're going to do the financial strictness at strict. Currency is going to go to sterling, and squads is actually going to be default. Reason for that is because I am on the PC. I am using Modding Way, the most recent Modding Way patch, so that allows me to use the default squads that comes with that database. We're also going to keep the ability to have first summer transfer windows. Since I'm in December right now in real life, and guys, we're a couple days away from the January transfer window, I figured, what, I'm going to dip into that because that'll be exciting for guys that are watching the videos to be able to see that. So I'm actually going to start here on the 3rd. So that way I have less time to get some transfer targets. And this way it's kind of more realistic in the sense of kind of just putting more pressure on myself to make decisions. I don't want to have this whole time to go back and forth. And that way I don't get like, 5 or 6 new players. I hope your 2014 was good and your seasons were well, guys. I am looking forward to the new year. Look, it looks like we've already got a transfer offer. See, Ron Blar. So, who's this coming from? Let's see. Montpellier. Offering, I'm not sure. He's worth 5. I'm going to counter this, and we're going to jump that back to 5 and see what they say. And this is how the squad's going to look for the first team. So we will go ahead and continue with that. Guzan, of course, always starts. Looks like decent speed, stamina. Yeah, maybe Suso. So we'll approach him to loan from Liverpool. Maybe join the likes of Sissoko with us, and we'll get him a 5% loan length. That's fine. Let's just see what happens. He's got a hefty salary, though. Bentaleb would be okay, but I think he starts pretty much. I am going to approach him to try to buy him. I think that would be one of our big names, and then we could get rid of Vlar and go from there. So he's making 20k a week. I think he's also really young. We're going to try the 8 mil as well. These are some outrageous numbers, I know, but let's just see what comes out with it. There we go. Looks like we've got a couple guys coming in right away. Suso, we can take him on loan. We'll accept this. Get Suso. I think he'll be a good option there over Cleverly. And then Bentaleb as well. Fantastic. That's going to put some pressure on Suso, who we just signed. And also Sanchez if he starts acting up. And I believe Bentaleb could also be a good attacker up there, taking in Zogbia over Vyman or Agbonla or Spot. So this could be our big signing. I'm going to give him... He can be a important first team player. Yes, kind of crazy picking him over Ron Vlar. I understand, guys, but remember the focus that I'm having on this is I've got less time to work, so I've got more pressure on myself to accept roles and accept some pretty significantly crazy stuff. And then sometimes you need a little shake-up in a squad, in a club, and that's kind of my approach this year. Using a Premier League team versus using a lower league team like I have in the past. So I hope that makes sense. If you guys, have your thoughts on it, please let me know. Montpellier wants Ron Vlar. We're going to go ahead and accept that. He's out of there. Here's the big one right here. Alright, so he's value at 10 and they're offering 14. I'm going to counter one time and I'm going to go high 16. I think that's pretty fair. We're so close to the season, I don't want you guys to lowball me on anything. Boom, we've got Bentaleb. And Bentaleb's actually going to take the role. I just decided that I'm going to move out and Zogbia. I'm going to put in Bentaleb. Look at that, Christian Benteke is ready to go. And he is gone. And Aston Villa being hosted by Stoke City at the Britannia Stadium. First match of the season, guys. Check out the highlights. There's a look at Fabien Delph, the new captain, with the departure of Ron Vlaar off to Montpellier. But he's up against a pretty tough side in Stoke City. We've got Steven Sidwell, who's that anchor in the midfield, but then Nzonzi as well. Jeff Cameron playing on the right side, usually playing that CDM role in real life. Arnautovic is the interesting choice over Peter Crouch. Aston Villa, though, a lot of interesting choices with Bentaleb, Suso, Sissoko, and Sanchez starting their first matches in the Premier League. First half action showed Stoke City definitely dominating possession. Nzonzi and Sidwell hooking up the way they should. Nzonzi trying to be creative, trying to find Arnautovic, and actually turns out well. Here's Mamadou Diop. What can he find? He finds Arnautovic, who stings the palms of Bragazan. In the 27th minute, had Sanchez here taking on the team, and Weimann getting upended terribly by Robert Huth. It was a great first touch by the striker, and he set up the center back. So asking for forgiveness, but there's no forgiveness in that kind of tackle. If you look at it again here, just a late tackle. Weimann actually ends up on his head. No concussion, thankfully, right? Fabien Delph is actually the trusted free kick taker, and it's going high, wide, not very handsome from the Aston Villa captain. But it's a warning shot either way. So we look at it again. You really want to see all of it. 35th minute, a corner for Aston Villa. The ball gets cleared out. Finds the left back Sissoko with a shot. Great shot there. And there's again another shot. And that time it was from Delph. Twice he had an opportunity before it hit the solid frame of a Stoke City defender. And here's Stoke City on the attack again. That's a nice little looped ball to Sidwell. Holds it up well. Glenn Whelan, who can he find? Great run, continuing by Sidwell, who can he finish? No, he can't. Bragazan with a great save. Stoke City still looking like the better team. But Aston Villa is just holding on for dear life here right before halftime. Put the third minute in, right after halftime. Here's Boyan, who just came in for Arnautovic. Ireland here also came in. And a great strike there. It looks like that was Glenn Whelan, but well saved again by Bragazan, who's just been on fire with his saves. Of course, he's probably not happy that he has to make them, but still, it's good to have the sure hands of Bragazan in the backfield. Here's Diouf with the nice run. Just being held up there by Loudon, but he's well behind him. Diouf cuts in, finds Moses. Moses almost breaks it. Wow, great effort there. Moses definitely had Guzan beat. It was just off the mark, but just a Stoke City on the attack again. Here's Jeff Cameron. Finds a foot of Sidwell. Nice turn there. Good run by Boyan, but it's well defended by Baker, who comes in. Sacrifices his body there. That's a great ball to Moses. Who did Moses find? Moses finds Sidwell. It's 1-0 for Stoke. Sidwell went on the backside of Matthew Loudon. Finally, Bragazan was beat. There's nothing he could really do. What a great ball this was in from Moses. Sidwell had to rush onto it, and it was perfect height. Great power on it. 1-0, Stoke City, the home side at Britannia Stadium. Matt 10's Aston Villa team is down 1-0. Back. There's Weimann. Weimann fronts to run. Bangalore. Fabien Delph, the captain! 1-1. Fabien Delph answering the call, his trusted left foot, a vicious strike. It's 1-1. Great answer by the visitors. Look at that. Steven Sidwell, who had scored the goal, actually just wasn't marking the run of Fabien Delph. That actually was Glenn Whelan. Sorry, Steven Sidwell fans. It was Whelan, captain on captain. Great strike by Fabien Delph. This Victor Moses, just silky as can be. Nice ball to Diouf. He's got a turn. He doesn't hit the shot, though. Stephen Ireland here picks it up. Boyan finds Diouf. What a save by Bragazan. Another point-blank save. Aston Villa are just all over the place, and Bragazan is a savior for them. If they can hold on for at least a point, it would be fantastic. Insane corner here. Robert Huth picks it up of all places. Peters to Sidwell. Sidwell back to Peters. Back to Sidwell. Sidwell first time shot. Not the worst time shot. The first time shot. And that's it, guys. 1-1. It finishes a point for each team. Not a terrible start for manager Matt 10. We'll take it. Bragazan had almost 7 or 8 saves. Just a fantastic match overall. Well played. Steven Sidwell opened it up in the 70th minute, and Fabian Delph answered right back 4 minutes later. A look at the match facts. More shots by Stoke City and more shots on goal by Stoke City. Fouls were definitely caused by Stoke City, 6-2. 3 yellow cards of those. Look at the player ratings. We've got Andres Weinman, 6.5, 6.9 for Fabian Delph, and Bragazan, who I think gets man of the match at 8.7, with just some fantastic saves. So the next match is going to be home at Villa Park to Newcastle United. I look forward to playing that match. Looking forward to just get this career mode going in the right direction. Got sliders that are going to be set up. They're already set up in the past match with the Legendary. We're going to be world class because we're at home, and I do Legendary for away matches. So anyway, guys, make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care and stay tuned.